Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to Yakim, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth back within the lesson. Today, I'm going to be going through this article from The Hill. It says 4 reasons this year's presidential election could blow up America as we know it. So everybody's feeling that tension, man. All right? Everybody's feeling that tension. America, Mystery Babylon in general is hanging on by a thread, man. And that thread is bound to snap, right? So let's get into this. We'll grab a couple scriptures. It says, during every modern presidential election cycle, pundits and experts have claimed the current election is the most consequential, whether it be in my lifetime, in the century, or since World War II. Thankfully, America survived all those contests and often thrived after a course correction of pendulum swing away from the loser. Looking back, those most consequential presidential elections have always seemed tame compared to the next one. But today, when it comes to 2024, most consequential may be tragically understated. The extreme polarization, meaning division, man. All right, there's heavy division within this country, man, and it's going to go on, I believe, talk about that more in the article. But when you have division, there's a scripture I'll bring out that if you have Satan divided against itself, his kingdom can't stand. And that's absolutely true. This place, they're not on the same page, man. They're going in, you got the citizens going in 2 different directions, right? And this place is literally a powder keg. Meaning, and I looked that word up earlier. I'll grab it. Meaning, I heard somebody else describe it like this: a powder keg is a place, situation that is likely to become dangerous or violent soon. Politically, instability has made the region a powder keg. And we're speaking about a good old America right now, Mystery Babylon, becoming that way, right? But let's keep reading. It says, the extreme polarization in today's body politic rivals that of the 1860 presidential election won by Abraham Lincoln, whose inauguration was followed by the start of the Civil War just 5 weeks later. So that's some foreshadowing for your ass. Like 1860, the 2024 presidential election is fraught with explosive constitutional, institutional issues, potentially threatening America's founding principles. Millions of Americans believe that the preservation of democracy is indirectly on the ballot. So too is the potential consolidation of power in an executive branch poised of unbalanced tri-equal power shared with the legislative and judicial branch of the government. The perception of an existential crisis for the U.S. is only enhanced by the blockbuster movie Civil War. In a recent poll that inspired the screaming Drudge Report headline, 41% see civil war on the horizon. All right, like I said, the tension is in the air. People are pissed off. Their daily life is not the same anymore. Their buying power to the U.S. dollar is depreciating. You got the migrants coming in, which they're seeking for these people to get. I forgot the word they use, but actually get documents so they can work, which is only going to undercut wages even more, and they're going to be able to pay them less, so they're going to hire them because you got a jewel out here in Chicago. When you go in there, I'm seeing more and more migrants in there working at this jewel, which is a grocery store, right? So just on that level, you got people coming in, taking so-called jobs. It says last month, a Pew Research Center survey found that half registered voters will prefer replacing both Trump and Biden on the ballot. Pew's data reinforced on March on the Yahoo News poll, in which 53% of voters chose a combination of dread, exhaustion, and depression to describe their feelings about the 2024 rematch. So people are wrapped up in this thing, man. All right, and everything is coming to a head as far as violence coming down the pipe. People just saying the hell with everything, and everything I'm talking about is biblical, right? So we're going to start in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right? So America is a prominent piece, the world superpower within the world. So as America goes, hey, you're going to see other countries following that same direction, man. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. So it's going to get to a point within the society where you're going to have half the people unhappy, right? The other half going at the other half, blaming them, for who they voted on. That's why they mentioned the Civil War being contingent on who wins this election. Because like I said, tension is at an all-time high right now. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. They're going to be like, the hell with what anyone is talking about. You're going to have factions rise up. You're going to have putting out movies like Mad Max and Road Warriors, right? That type of spirit is going to come back into the earth, man. Where people's going to be like, the hell with the leaders that be. I'm going in my own direction, man. I can't make it no more in the society. Hell with the society. I don't got nothing else to lose, right? You have the future of the younger generations looking and be like, man, I got less than what my parents had, man. The American dream, the promise of this, the promise of that shit gone, all right? And that's not only here, it's in all these other European Edomite countries, because ultimately we know through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the powers that be are ushering people into a corner, so they have to deal with this mark of the beast system, right? This new digital system, which people will be required to have an implant, i.e. the mark of the beast, to buy, sell, and interact with society. That's what the future holds. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into the city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. So in this article, they say 41% see civil war on the horizon, man. People going at each other, right? You're going to have goods and services cut off. People starved out. People running in each other's houses. For what? Bread and water, man. Necessities. And I'm not going to read this entire article, but I'm going to jump down. It says the first pertains to whether the loser will accept the outcome. Trump has continually planted seeds for potential unrest, even predicting the end of democracy if he loses. Right? And some people feel like that. Some people are so gun-ho. I got people at my job, man, that's so under that patriotic Alex Jones type rhetoric and banter. And I just observe the shit, man. Thinking that if Washington didn't get reelected, that's it. This place is over. And then you got people on the so-called left believe, oh, if Trump get in there, I think he's going to take women's rights and this and that, or whatever, man. So you got people on both sides of this fence, And it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. The man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy his houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So everybody can see this thing is dwindling down. It's coming to the end of its rope. People are fed up. The system is breaking. Inflation is it's not coming down, right? You can't stuff the genie back in the bottle. They have to move on to the next part of their plan. It's inevitable, man. You see the new laws coming out dealing with the anti-small hats, trying to police speech. You're, lack of a better word, a combatant or enemy of the state. If you don't believe in what the mainstream is saying, all those things are being ready to be implemented, man. All right, a dystopian system. From here, I want to grab Salakia. Let me grab. I think I had another one. Salakia. This is Matthew 12:26. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right? So these Edomites are at each other's, going to be at each other's throats, man. All right? I always talking about black on black crime, Jake on Jake crime. But you getting ready to see these Edomites go at each other hard, man. That is another sign of the times, man. Right? Let me keep reading some more of this. It says, potential unrest, even predicting the end of democracy if he loses. On CNN, May 2023, Trump disqualified his acceptance of 2024, resulting by saying, if I think it's an honest election, I would be honored to. Recently, Trump doubled down on the qualifier during a Milwaukee Journal Sentinel interview. He said, if everything's honest, I'll be gladly accept the results. I gladly accept the results, adding, if it's not, you have to fight for the right of the country. Trump had yet to explain the fight statement. So he knows what he's doing, man. These people are gonna be turned up. They keep talking about the dangerous white supremacy on the news. So they already setting the groundwork, man. On top of the immigrants coming in this country, they're setting it up to, they don't know who's coming in this country, and some of them can be so-called infiltrators or agents ready to do so-called acts and this, that, and other. But it's all getting set up through the spirit. The government knows what's going down, because once the system ultimately breaks, they're going to have something to blame it on, right? So they're already setting that narrative up, man. All right, because they got distractions going on all over the place, man. They got distractions going on all over the place. They got the rap beefs coming out and reporting on that. You got people talking about the Diddy shit, right? You got just all this madness and distractions going on, right? On the television, on the boob tube. But you got society crumbling right in front of everybody's eyes, man. All right, and people are fed up, and people are angry, man. Let me grab another scripture. Let's go to the book. Let's see where it's at. Let's get this. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 3. It says, in the day that the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, right? And what do you got? You got layoffs, store closings. So it's a mix of a whole bunch of confusion going on at once, man. But ultimately, we have to follow and pay attention to what Yahweh Shai put in his word, man. Okay? Which is his Bible. This is the playbook. This is the layout. This is the syllabus. This is what's going to be followed. And prophecies that are going to be fulfilled to usher in the end of this system and the destruction of this man's kingdom, right? It says also, when they shall be afraid of that which is on high, fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a bird, and desire shall fail, because the man goeth to his long home, and mourners go about the streets, man. Right? So you got a lot of fires going on right now. A lot of fires going on right now. I just thought of another scripture. Bear with me. This is Luke 12:49. It says, I am come to send fire on earth, and that will I be if it's already kindled. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it's accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell ye nay, but rather division. So Hey, that's a very heavy sign of the Lord being on his way, man. The division that's going on in this earth, man. And I'm focusing on Babylon, because that's where I'm at right now. But hey, that spirit of division is heavy, man. Very, very heavy, man. And this place is almost out of here. But I know this lesson was a little bit all over the place. Hopefully some edification came out. I want to give all glory, praise, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom the next time.